Hey everyone, this is Chris Tran here. So my agency is Autobody Accelerator. I'm a managing partner at this firm. What we do is we do digital marketing for auto body shops, so specifically auto body shops in the U.S., serving all 50 states. That's the niche I'm in, so making sure that we're very tailored and targeted to one specific type of client that we know that we can be successful with month over month. Right now, we have around 30 clients currently.
Awesome. So that's quite a big agency, I guess, for most people. Can you just give people some context of partly, the current tech stack you're on still, but the tech stack you were on, before, what you tried? Again, like you were obviously trying to use like voice AI and just AI in general. Everyone's trying to use AI right now. So there's a bunch of tools out there. Go high level AI, like Vappy, all these things. Do you just want to give me a kind of run through to paint a picture for people, like what your journey was and the situation on that?
Yeah, so in terms of what's most relevant, the tech stack that we've used is Go High Level, which we still use today. And right now it collaborates with the Echosetter platform. What we've used in terms of AI previously is Closebot AI. So that was a texting only system. And it worked well for at the time, but given that Echosetter is voice and has both inbound and outbound calling, it's just a lot more effective than solely text message because as we know in sales, the faster that you can get someone on the phone, right, when they submit a form, you're going to increase your chances of closing significantly. So that's the tech stack that we've used. We also experimented with using a live salesperson to call inbound, but as you may know, it's very costly to do that, and it might not be super reliable because they're not always going to reliably, hey, we got a lead in, we're going to call the lead as soon as possible. So there's a lot of benefits from working with voice AI with Echosetter compared to what we've done previously.
For sure, for sure. And was there any other tools you use as well? Like, did you ever try Go High Levels AI or any kind of like integrator like Make or NAN, or was it purely just Closebot?
Yeah, it was a short stint that we had with the Go High Level AI. The biggest limiting factor that we found is that it doesn't do outbound. And their system, of course, it integrates well with itself because it's native, but there's challenges with the AI voice that they're using isn't as sharp, and the data ingestion, like what the knowledge base that you can give to it isn't as expansive as a solution like Echosetter.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, for me personally, when I was using Go High Level AI in the past, the biggest thing I found was you made a really important point with the context injection. I think the context injection really turns it into like a bit of a smarter AI rather than like a sort of glorified chatbot. I think providing customer experiences, which is like the same for someone who's been buying from you, like especially in the live environment, right? Like everyone can kind of test a voice, but in the live environment, when you actually put this thing into like clients' hands, if your AI can't tell the difference, for example, between like a customer or a non-customer or what they chose before, what they spoke about before, that's not a great experience on a customer standpoint. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Did you ever try like, you just mentioned Go High Level AI, and it's the first time I got to talk to you about this kind of thing specifically. Did you ever try other voice-based stuff, or was it literally just Go High Level AI and Closebot?
Yeah, so we didn't. We looked at other solutions just as their sales cycle and looking into what solutions could work with us. What we found is there's a big limiting factor with, AI is relatively new, and a lot of the other companies had like a very large setup fee, invest a massive amount and not know exactly what you're going to get. Who knows, maybe those solutions are good, but with Echosetter, it's like a no regret type of decision for us because, we make the small upfront investment, we set up the bot, and immediately we're able to see, okay, we can set appointments. We have a sales guy closing the appointments, and within a week or two, essentially what people would consider an ROI. You put in X amount of dollars and you make that money back within 2 weeks. It was a no-brainer.
Awesome. And how long have how long have you been using this now? Because you're saying it's an ROI, right? Like, I think, you guys are quite new.
As you can imagine, if we paid $400 and then within a couple of weeks we sign a couple clients at $2,000 a month.
Yeah, for sure. Quick question: how long did it take to get? You just said you set it up and we've been on. A lot of people have issues with setups of AI. Like, I think that's a big problem for people. just for yourself specifically, how long did it take for you to get this up and running in terms of being on your site or calling or whatever it may be to like perform in the live environment? How long did it take you to build?
Yeah, so it took just about a week, maybe a little bit less. So we had an orb set up on our site, outbound calling initially for our company, but we had inbound calling, so it would answer the phone for us. And then we set it up for our clients probably a week later as well. So that included outbound calling for our clients, inbound calling for our clients.
Nice. And again, you just touched on a few things. Have you, since you've had this launch for like, the few months, have you found like an increase in demand of like selling the offer of AI, and also fulfilling or like kind of like the client results and like both ends, right? Selling it and the results of the client. Have you found in this short period of time like a change with the business than before?
Yeah, so definitely for our company, we've seen an increase of interest from prospects when they jump on the phone with our sales guy.
Mhm.
So he lets us know it helps us pitch because it sets us apart from other agencies.
For sure.
There aren't very many agencies that even work within the auto body shop space. There's maybe one other main competitor. With auto body shop owners, they hear AI, they hear, hey, there's a voice talent that can call your leads. You don't need a sales rep. They hear things like that. It makes it a lot more interesting. They feel that we're a cutting edge company and that we could really help them. In terms of the client results, so we're still pretty early in that aspect of is it setting appointments consistently, but we do know that it is answering the calls, it is setting some appointments, but we don't have enough a data to say like, oh, it's a lot, it's excellent.
It's better than a human kind of thing, but it is setting appointments like a human does. It's just how much more we're set. Yeah. In terms of your experience so far, like what would be like the just again for people maybe having a specific pain point or looking for a solution, what are like the sort of 2-3 main things that you like about Echosetter that maybe you wouldn't really get with another software type solution?
Yeah, so one thing is the support. It's definitely helpful to have a live person actually one text with you if there's some setup issue that you might be having, and then secondly actually jump on a call with you. So setting something up like this is new for probably all of us. So support is going to be key to get moving quickly. And as you know, if you're signing up clients and you need to get it set up for them quickly, so that way you can like show them like, hey, we know what we're doing. So having support to be quick and to be knowledgeable is like super important in terms of like the client experience that we're able to get our own clients, and obviously reducing our own stress whenever we're setting something up. Support is definitely great, and with that is also the training videos that come with it. So that's like the primary level of this is how you set this thing up. That's key, and then third is the integrations with GHL. So that's huge. We do almost everything through the Go High Level platform. So making sure that is built to integrate with the system that we already use, can pull contact information, can set appointments directly on the calendar. It makes our life a lot easier and makes it easy for our clients to see like, hey, this appointment's being set by this voice agent, things like that.
That's a cool one for sure. And again, you kind of just did this quite well, but if you could kind of like summarize it in a really quick package of like your time at Echosetter for like the overall highlight of the situation, like how would you summarize the kind of biggest impact you've had with it so far? For example, the fact that you can get more client interest, like what's like your main sort of gem about it?
Yeah, so right now the main gem is are able to get a lot more client interest in the market. So when we put our ads out there, we're getting more leads because people are seeing AI within our offer. And then when they're jumping on the phone, or even before they're jumping on the phone, when they're sitting on our landing page, they're clicking the orb, talking through it, we can see that they're like, oh wow, like this is pretty interesting. They know obviously they're clicking an orb, it's not a real person, but they sound very interested. It's like they go from curious to interested. You can hear it in their tone of voice. From there, they're setting an appointment to be on the calendar for our sales guy. Our sales guy he's giving us positive feedback of what he's hearing out in the field. And the impact that I think that we are going to see is that our client retention is also going to be better, because not only can we offer the leads, we were missing setting appointments, and that was like the job of our clients. But now that's something that we can help handle for them. And it's a two-pronged. We can sign clients, but now we can even retain them better and maybe go from 30 clients to 50 clients in the next couple months.
For sure, and that customer lifetime value goes up, which I guess is a big thing, I think, for agencies, where you can kind of very easily replace an agency in the past with this. Everyone runs ads, so let's just kind of find the cheapest person running ads. Whereas when you have a guy that knows how to slowly take over different pain points of the business with automations, with AI, is like you have a lot more leverage on the client and a lot more perceived value for the client experience. Yeah, I totally agree. And just to finish things off, like, I have a lot of people, I get a lot of, meetings myself with people looking to start this, and a lot of people are sitting on the fence whether they're using another tool and they think this tool might not be something that's offering enough voice quality, like just from being burned before from different softwares, right? I see a lot of agencies lose hope in AI already, which isn't great. Like, what would you say for people that are kind of in that situation, in terms of, from your experience to them, just some inspiration,
Yeah, well, it's difficult because when we were talking with the Echosetter beforehand, it felt like a no-brainer based off of the investment and the support that you shared that we were going to get. So from someone else's perspective, it is a little bit difficult for me to think, like, why wouldn't they at least try it?
Yeah.
Try it out for a month, go through setup, set appointments, close a deal, and see how you feel from there. I think that for me, it's a no regrets. I would hope that, for other folks, when they're talking to either yourself or someone else in the qualification calls, that they understand, like, it is one of those types of softwares that is a no regret type of software when you do start.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, man. Again, like, for me, I try and make things a lot simpler for, like, the agency, having built one myself, built an agency myself for the past 3-4 years. I kind of built, the whole process to be kind of like a hybrid model, right? Like, I wanted to bring people and have the software, but it was more like an agency development of, like, I can build the tools with my team, I can build the videos, build the content, build the snapshots. When you guys come on board, there's not like this blank stage period of, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, and you can, the fact that you are able to, I know, speaking to you, pretty much launch this within a week, and I think you were telling me within, like, that same week, like, oh, we're booking appointments that you posted on the school in that week, quite literally shows that people just take action, as you just said, like, take the leap. Yeah. They can be closing clients or booking even calls for those clients within the same week, and, to sort of spend, no more than, like, $400 is kind of crazy, right? For someone who pretty much runs an enterprise agency size. So yeah, it's been great having you, Chris. I obviously look forward to being able to help you in the future, and see the results that we get from it. So